everyone, Amethyst Ravensong here from Wild Moon Magic. Just coming to you today with a book review, which is what we do every Thursday, and also a little bit of a lesson on our books, guys, because this book has taught me a valuable lesson that I am ready to pass on to all of you. So we're going to be doing the review for Animal Speak by Ted Andrews. I have been using this book as a guide to different animal totems. It has where you can look up the animal totem and read about them and their mythology and the origins of their information, all that jazz. It's really great. I use this book all the time when I see, an animal that I don't see around my neighborhood very often and want to know what the message is, and reading up on different people's totems to get to know them a little bit better. Totally works. And it is a really good book. I do have a complaint because I don't just straight out like everything about everything I read. I feel like his section on insects is way too sparse. There's like 7 insects featured in here, and wow, there's a lot more insects than that. So I feel like it's a little bit sparse. And it doesn't have one of my guides, which is Orca. Come on, Orca. Whatever. I guess I'm just supposed to look at whale. I don't know. But I feel like orcas are different. And I think orcas are technically part of the dolphin family. I feel like that's something I need to find out. So, Orca. But the lesson that I learned from this book that I want to share is don't underutilize your books, guys. I have a tendency to buy books and then they sit on a shelf and they don't get looked at again. And that's crap. We love books. I know most of us pagans just love books and we want all the books on our shelves and they never get read. But I've been using this book to look up the information on animals, and when I started reading all of his information on different ways to interact with animal energies, meditations, and journey work that you can do to find your totem, and all of that, I realized that I have severely underutilized this book, and I still have more reading to do, so much more. And there is some great information in here, and I will definitely be giving more time and attention to this book because I almost feel guilty for having underutilized this book. So, if you have books that are on the shelf that you haven't read and you find yourself in need of something to read and you go, like I always do, by the way, I'm totally throwing myself into the bus with this, the whole, I need to find out what I'm going to read next. Guys, look at what's on your shelf that you don't read. I'm totally guilty of this. I was doing that today after, reading this. And going, wow, I have a lot of books that I have never touched after I bought them, and it is my goal to get through those. So, be looking at the books, and if you don't have Animal Speak, I highly recommend it. There are other animal books that are totally worth looking at, but I feel like for most people, this is like the book, and for me, it really has been. So, a copy of Animal Speak is definitely worth your time. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.